Right, as I walk in, I see everyone. I went, well, everyone, Kalani has an announcement for us.
Thanks, Ariana, thanks.
You're welcome.
Elon looks right at you, Kalani, with a quizzical look of, what?
Since we are here on Dantooine at the Jedi Enclave, we will be having my official knighthood ceremony.
When?
Um, what did the master say?
Within the hour.
Within the hour?
Well, in that case, I suppose congratulations are in order.
Yes, thank you.
I didn't know Jedi were or had any ceremonies for anything.
I imagine that just kind of gives a flat look.
I think Jedi's have ceremonies for everything.
Elon does have a wry grin on his face.
Resisting the urge to face bomb. Her ear probably twitches just a little bit.
So, do you need to get ready or something?
Well, I am planning on trying to trying to bring attention to the issue with the huts along the way. But besides that, I would appreciate your support.
But you appreciate our support, so you'd like us to come.
Yes.
Do I have to shave and go buy fancier clothes?
Excuse me. Um, Kairos, I'm imagining no, but verify, please.
Yeah. I mean, you know that the Jedi don't really care about material things. So, it's not like everyone's going to go out and buy fancy clothes to wear to this ceremony. That doesn't seem very Jedi-like.
It's not necessary.
Okay, then I'll go.
Whilst if you both require my presence, I'll be there for you.
Kind of shy, nervous grin. You know, all this formal stuff is not my or Kalani's thing.
Great. Well, with that discussed, I'm going to go to the bridge and I'll let you know when your master returns.
Thank you.
Yep. And I go to the bridge.
Okay, you notice that the ship is being hailed.
What now? And I
Oh,
look
boy.
at the thing to see who's calling.
It says Mr. R.
Of course it does.
I put on the ship's comm. I say, Mr. R is calling us again. Do I answer it or what? Or someone could just come up on the bridge.
Elon looks over at Dell and folds his arms as he leans against the wall. Well, lad, it's up to you.
Why is it up to me? I believe we determined that you were in charge of this group. I just offered my opinion.
And your opinion is that we don't answer this.
That is correct.
Alright. Lexa, go ahead and just ignore the call or cancel it.
Sorry, we can just block his comm signal from reaching the ship. And we won't have to constantly deal with him calling us.
You
you
guys are
saying
no
that over
fun.
the comm unit? If you tell me over the comm unit, I'll know it to block them. Looking for direction, guys.
Do it, Barry.
No, it's a trap. It's a GM trap. Or trap.
Alright. It appears my co-players do not want me to answer the phone. Sorry, other K voice. But no.
No. You guys are no fun.
Do I block him or ignore him? I'm confused.
Do you guys want to be broke forever?
No, they only have to make it to my
Free
campaign and
money,
then they'll be
free
rich.
money.
Okay? You'll have reputable sources paying you instead of Mr. R.
500 grand per. I'm not there right now, so ignore that.
So Alexa's just gonna ignore it until someone says anything, so she's just not gonna mess with it. And keep her eye out on the bridge to see if her master, or if Kalani's master shows up.
Okay, well, while you wait, it stops paging you guys, and you just see now instead you have a message.
He doesn't need an update anyways. It was only been, what, 12 hours since the last time we talked to them? That's not even fast enough for us to travel to Nar Shaddaa at this rate.
It's not?
Technically, no.
I mean, he did notice that, like, we, like, basically were appearing everywhere.
Yeah, and
Oh, that was out of character, though, because Del
Yeah.
doesn't know that he said that. Because no one told him that he said that.
yeah, that's something Elon is puzzled by and is trying to figure out himself.
Hopefully he just thinks it's a weird sort of jamming thing where our signal just appears on different planets.
I mean, except for,
But
like,
that's
him
wishful
having, like,
thinking.
eyewitness people of us slaying the Shadow on Nar Shaddaa, so he knows for sure we were there.
That's true, but that doesn't mean he knows for sure we're anywhere else.
It could
It's
just
kinda
be
weird.
spoofing.
Yeah, he also knows that we've been traveling without using the hyperdrives and whatnot, not been leaving a trail, basically.
That's probably why he's trying to
No,
track
stop
us.
talking, because then Picasso is going to want to hunt him down and kill him. Let's not. Can we stop?
Marcos can't hear this conversation.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
This is true.
Yeah. You're free to talk until you get Picasso involved.
Because then that's dangerous.
All right, then. Well, y'all enjoy your breakfast and whatnot, and Elon will toss an empty bottle into the disposal area, disposal bin, whatever it is, and we'll head up to the bridge to see if there was anything more about the communications.
Yeah, so you see that there's a message up there, Aland. You also see Lexa swinging some swords around.
I give her a wide berth and see what the message is.
Okay, the message says, "Hello, all. I am calling to tell you that I haven't managed to track down Darth Crewface's location yet, but I am confident that I will be able to do so soon. I hope that you all haven't lost your nerve to do this, and I was, in return, going to give you an advance payment on the bounty. So if you could just wire me your bank account information, I'll send you all each 50,000 credits. Don't disappoint me."
I'm going to hurt everyone.
That sounds like a phishing scam. Just wire me your bank account, man.
Good thing Jal doesn't have any money that he could possibly steal. Oh no, my credit score is bad. Don't care.
Yep.
Good thing we're all broke.
That and Elon's been using kind of dummy accounts for a while now because Nar Shaddaa hates him.
All my money is in my pocket. You can't steal that from a bank account.
Yep, that's basically what Elon runs on. Is prepaid credit cards are basically the same thing.
Did any of you get the credit chip thing that comes with a bank account?
No, too easy to track down. Would rather have a like a prepaid credit chip.
Because then I'm the only one who has a bank account.
How's stealing cold hard credits? Safer that way.
Okay, so is anyone doing anything?
You know what Pakazu's doing?
Yes.
I'm swinging my double-bladed sword behind Barry's head.
It's not behind me. I'm giving you plenty of room to kill yourself.
I'm not sure I could kill myself even if I didn't impale myself in the sword. I just have a hole. That's broken.
Ay. I am, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about this beach. Why have you do this to me?
Because, young Padawan, there comes a time in every Jedi's life when they must give a speech.
Yes,
You gonna take that from him, Knight?
every single Jedi makes a speech at some point.
A Jedi must be able to handle themselves in front of a crowd without the use of a lightsaber.
Why is TeamSpeak chiming 2,000 times? What is happening? People are spamming, I think.
Because we're goofballs.
Okay, so people who are on the bridge see the Kalani's master return.
I put the big sword back on my back and reach over and calm the entire ship. Showtime, everyone. Her master's back. I brush off my clothes and I look at Ayland and I say, "You should probably comb your hair at least."
He looks at you, and looks at a mirror, and brushes his hair to the side a little bit, and then looks back at Lexa with the look of happy.
It'll do. And I go out.
It's been like 2 weeks since he's had his hair up done nicely. He's not going to do it again. Not for a while.
Okay, so who's all going?
Dale's not going. He's going to talk to Kalani first, though.
What?
Prakash has no idea what we're doing.
No, he has no idea.
Okay.
Unless he has super hearing.
Yeah.
Considering just because.
No, he
Well,
doesn't. He's way too busy
distracted.
doing stuff. Yeah, he's
No,
really
that's
distracted.
not what I mean. Considering it's because it's probably best that he's not there.
Also true.
If the ship disappears, we'll just ask the Jedi to come in, or to send comms over to our ship, figure out what happened, and then see when we'll be able to get there, wherever it ends up being.
Kalani, I think it's best if I remain here, especially if you're trying to convince the Jedi Council members to listen to you about this whole thing with the Hutts. But congratulations, and enjoy the ceremony. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, and with you.
Okay, so everyone who's going, put your token in the cargo bay so I can grab you all and teleport you. Is the droid gonna come with you, Alexa?
No, I'll keep him here. Actually, kind of have him roam the ship and keep an eye on the people who are still aboard.
Okay. Actually, I guess we don't need the character tokens, but because there's not really space for them on this stand-in representative image of what it looks like. Okay, you guys go outside, and Errol takes you guys to the chambers where they're going to be having the ceremony. And she asks you, Kalani, if you have any last-minute questions. Hello, Kalani?
I'm distracted and half panicked.
Okay. Your master just looks at you and says, "It'll be fine, Kalani. You have nothing to worry about. Just speak from your heart and let the Force guide you."
I'm still trying to write the thing and I don't know what to do.
Okay, so she takes you all to the room where she then tells Kalani to wait outside, and then takes the rest of you in the back to sit down. So there are three Jedi who are sitting like in the actual council circle. There's Master Vondar, who if people haven't played KOTOR, don't remember, he's like a brownish colored Yoda species. And then there's Master Avi, who is the female to Grudin, who healed Del, and then Master Boshar, who is the one that helps Del and Kalani in the archives, and he's like a human male. And there are some other Jedi who are seated there, like in the audience watching. And then after everyone is all seated, Errol goes back out to get Kalani to come in. Okay, so you walk into the center, and everyone stands to look at you, Kalani. And you've been to other knighting ceremonies before, so you know to walk to the very center of the room, like in the center of where the council would meet. And then once you stand there, everyone except the master sits down. And this is a very creepy part of the song, so we need to restart from the beginning where it sounds cooler. Okay, there we go. So, there's a longish ceremony, but we're gonna pretend, I'm just gonna do the short version, we'll just pretend there's more stuff that happens in it. So, Master Vondar, who's standing in the middle, being dwarfed by the other two, says, "We have heard of your reports of your brave and valiant actions from your former master, Kalani Starfire. It is our belief that you have lived up to the standards and embodied the ideals of a true Jedi Knight. Nevertheless, you still have much to learn. But we are honored to recognize the formal completion of this next step of your journey. Please kneel." Do you kneel?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you kneel, and the other three masters come up pretty close to you and stand there on three sides of you. And together they recite, "There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force." And then all three of them draw their lightsabers and hold it in front of their bodies vertically and ignite them. And then they bow slightly to you, then extinguish their sabers. And then Master Vondar says, "Rise, Kalani Starfire, as a true knight of the Jedi Order, servant of the Force and defender of the light." And then he gestures for you to stand up. Then you turn around, and then everyone starts clapping. Yay! Everyone clap. Clapping. And then they all fall silent and look at you expectantly.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm still working on her speech.
We can cut back to me and Fakaz having our conversation, if she needs more time.
Do you want to do that, Kalani? Kalani, you want us to skip to Del and Pakaz?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, back aboard the Void Skullet.
I think because his response to the last thing you said would be just sort of a
Oh, and that reminds me, as far as information goes, Lexa said that the gambler contacted us and he has more of the journal decoded, so I think before we head to Ventouine, we should stop there.
out of character, really tempted to just fold space right now. But because wouldn't do that.
I mean, we could be back before the ceremony was even over.
You're right, if we leave now.
Because that is a pretty much instantaneous transport, and then that way we could just go straight to Ventouine as soon as everyone is back.
This is true.
Unfortunately, I think we still have some people on board.
No,
They won't notice anything.
Or did they all leave?
They all
Can we not-
left. I was too lazy to make tokens for everyone, so Elise is standing in for everyone.
Okay.
So,
Well, we should probably let everyone know. Hold on a sec. And Del, calm. Hey, while you guys are at the ceremony, Picasso's gonna jump us over back to Thela and pick up the gambler's information. We'll be back before you guys are out of the ceremony, most likely.
be funny if he'd already done it before you calmed them. Just like, stab
No,
me.
Del doesn't like doing that.
Because Aylin's not here, I'll just Lexa will go, what? Like trying to hush, and she looks around to make sure she's not disturbing people. Wait, this is. You just got.
Then mid transmission. So I just spend the point, right?
Yep.
Oh, you don't have to roll anymore?
Not unless it's in combat.
Well, I made the
Ooh.
roll to make sure that
Nice.
I don't do it.
Well, I
nat
guess
one.
as long as you don't get a nat one, yeah, I guess.
I didn't get a nat one. Also, I took a new skill that makes after every encounter I get a force point back. So does that count for this?
Because it's an activation point and it's an encounter, so that should count. Although it's kind of cheap, but it should count.
Yeah.
Okay. We're making
I
this
had to ask
encounter until you. This whole encounter is the act of you going there and coming back, which is the scene that we're in. So you can get 1 point back
Yeah.
for coming there and back, and spend 2. We'll do that. Because otherwise the encounter would be like 3 seconds if you. Then that seems a little bit cheap. But you can get
Yeah.
1 back for
Yeah.
the round trip. Okay, so. Did anyone like turn on the ship engines and the shields and everything before teleporting the ship into outer space?
Did we close
that-
the backup?
I feel like that would have gotten close. You don't need the shields on to be in space. That's not how that
No.
works.
But the back.
You also
back
don't need
door
the
has to
engine
be
on.
closed.
I'm assuming the main power for life support is always on.
Well, the life support's on. Okay, so
See, this
you
is what
teleport.
metal effects or luck rolls are for, to see if someone closed the back door.
Well, so that we'll say that the ship was closed. But then all of a sudden you just hear alarms going off like, "Whew, whew, whew, whew. Ship in free fall. Please engage engines." And the ship starts vibrating.
How close did
Well,
you put us
I-
to the planet?
Hey,
Because
hey, hey, I didn't put us right next to the planet.
Well, 25 isn't that high, so you did your best guess.
Well, I mean, the point is to put it in the star system. But, I mean, I will run up to the front and start things up.
Okay, yeah. It's not a serious problem, mainly just for comedy. But anyway, so yeah, so you start everything up and get the ship into a stable orbit before anything bad happens. Oh, that's
Now, I
a good
could have
point.
seen you making me make a roll for a collision avoidance with, like, an asteroid or something.
So Dirk runs up to the cockpit and it's like, "What's happening? What's happening? Why are you in free fall? I thought we were on the
Poor
planet."
we're picking up some information from the gambler while everyone's at the ceremony.
Oh, well, I take back what I said before about letting me know that we're going to Ventuine before we just went there.
We're not on Ventuine.
We're over Thela.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
Well, we're going to Ventuine after this. We're doing this so that we can just go straight to Ventuine once everyone is back.
Oh, did you
Going
invite
back.
him to come to your ceremony, Eagle?
He was in the room when everyone was invited.
Yeah.
It was a general invitation.
Oh,
He was there.
Except to
Okay.
the cause.
It'd be funnier if he just assumed that everyone meant not him. And
Yeah.
stayed aboard.
Yeah.
sort of what he assumed because he wasn't directly invited, so he just assumed he wasn't invited.
You didn't firm his reputation enough. Sorry.
Alright, because you have the engines under
I'm pretty
control
sure
now.
Heptune-
I think
What is the
Kalani has
nicest?
the most reputation with him, except for Ajak.
I think the word that Eagle used to invite people was the word everyone.
Yeah, but I mean, we exclude Dirk all the time. So he just assumes
This
we
time
didn't
you
bring that,
excluded
not him.
even-
Okay, I
Ah.
sort of was multitasking during her invitation, so we're just gonna roll to see If it's a 1, that means he went to the ceremony. Okay,
Oh.
he didn't go.
See, even the dice agree this is more hilarious.
That's way more hilarious.
And then
It
if we
is.
get into trouble here, it's gonna be even more hilarious.
Shush you! You can just teleport us out of the trouble. So
Not
let's
in
roll on that
combat.
one.
I can't. I don't. I have to roll like a 40.
Oh, we're not in Dantooine anymore. We need to
If-
turn on the Thela music.
If we get into combat, I blame you entirely.
That's not fair.
Kyrath, all I'm
You
saying
suggested this
is,
plan.
if you don't punish them, they'll never learn.
Hey, we're trying to be efficient here.
This time it wasn't even Picas's idea. You guys have to blame Dell.
I'm already blamed for most things that aren't caused by Picard, so like we're the tandem of blame people, so it works. Alright, so the engines are in control.
Yeah. And then Picas just like starts calling the gambler.
Okay. Yeah, you call, but there's not a response.
Picas scrunches his forehead.
Okay, so you wait like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, you get a call back from the gambler.
We're back. Some
Okay.
of us.
When he comes on, he sounds like there's like a slight edge of panic to his voice, and he sounds like a little bit breathless. He says, "Oh, good, you guys are back. We've had slight trouble here. Yeah, the ancient Sith chip that you gave me has gone missing."
What?
Picas is just blank face staring.
I still have all the information. I downloaded it to our machines, but the actual chip itself isn't where I left it, and I gave strict orders not for it to be touched.
You
So-
left it laying out?
It was in my office vault.
Who has access to your vault? We can't come down there and help you find it. The spirits are not friendly.
No one except Akai and me. How critical is that chip?
Very critical. The Sith are still looking for it.
If it had,
Well, I
What?
have to assume that the Sith have found it then.
When did it go missing?
I noticed that it was missing when I went to go check on it earlier.
And when was the last time you
Should-
saw it?
Yesterday.
if that vault is secure enough, it should have records of when it was opened. If it's a good enough vault.
Yeah, I checked the records. It says it hasn't been opened since I put it inside. So obviously it was hacked.
I don't suppose you have security footage or anybody saw anything?
I checked the security footage, but there is nothing.
Has anyone left the planet since then?
Takai is now contacting Governor Lovelace, but we haven't detected anyone leaving this planet.
Well, your sensor systems aren't exactly covering the entire planet. If someone had a ship that could cloak in some way, you probably wouldn't be able to find it anyway.
Well, you guys are up in space. Maybe you should do a scan.
That's a good idea. Can you send? You said you had translated more of it. Can you send that to us as well?
Sure, I'll do that.
Wait, I can use far seeing on an object, right?
No.
Are you sure? Oh, right, that's right. We determined we couldn't because I wanted to, and then it didn't work. That's sad. I wish I could do it on objects. That'd be cool.
Unless it's like some sort of force imbued object, then maybe.
That's a separate thing. Like, but that's if you're touching the object, you can see where it's been.
So computers roll to scan?
Yeah.
Not bad. Wait, before you do that, I'm gonna roll a force point because I want a 30.
Yeah, so you start running a sensor sweep of the planet.
Even if we find it, if it's Crewface class, we're not equipped to fight them all at once.
But this ship is equipped to destroy other ships.
Unless they have a better ship, which they probably do.
Only if it's bigger. Out of character, from the descriptions I remember, I don't think you get much better as far as ships of this size goes in combat.
Well, we all saw everyone fail miserably to fire a missile at a bridge, so...
That is human error.
Yes, but the bridge got blowed up, so
I mean, this is because there was no ground anywhere near underneath it, and it was a homing rocket.
your point.
The question is, if you missed that badly, how did it know what you actually wanted to hit? That's the real question in all of this.
Because the
Anyway.
crosshairs were originally locked onto the bridge, but go on.
True. So, did he transmit the information to us also?
Yes, he's in the process of doing that.
Awesome.
So what do the sensors say?
So far, the sensors haven't detected anything.
I'm just gonna keep scanning.
How did they even know that they had it?
It doesn't make much sense.
Unless someone in the Sun Guard is still loyal to them. Or they've been somehow monitoring all of our progress on the ship. I guess if they have someone who's seen us before and is trying to use the Force to see us.
And before we shut down the call with the gambler, I had been intending to say that he basically let the plan let something that getting out is as bad as someone getting the plans for some sort of doomsday weapon.
Yeah. Wait a second. We had kind of come up with the plan to come here while those Sith assassins were still on board our ship. If they sent out a transmission of some sort, then that could be how they found out about it.
But if they sent out a transmission, then that should have revealed them.
Okay, you guys detect a ship taking off from near the Sith encampment on the sensors.
I will scan the ship further.
Okay, roll use computer.
And at the same time, I will be calling the gambler, asking if he knows who's taking off in that ship. Not bad.
Yeah, the gambler is like, ship? What ship? No one that we know is currently taking off on a ship right now.
Well, there's a ship leaving from right near where you're living, and it's heading out of the atmosphere.
Dell, get on the gun. While the communications thing is still open.
Derek.
Well, yeah. Dirk, you're better at using computers than me. Get on the guns.
Dude, do you want me to be the co-pilot or the gunner?
Get on the something.
Okay, he gets on the guns.
Yeah, but do you have anybody you could send to possibly track this thing down? Kind of catch it halfway?
Yeah, I could get some people, but they're not in position. The ship will be long gone out of the atmosphere before we're ready.
We'll intercept them and try and keep them busy. And as that's happening, and while we're heading to intercept them, I'm going to suggest we hail them and try to get them and try and stall that way before we open fire.
Okay, so yeah, you see that their ship is like a sleek craft similar in size to your own. It's dark gray. The sensors indicate that it has some pretty powerful weapons.
Good. I turn the shields on
Okay.
and I hail them.
Yeah, they don't respond to your hails.
I think we just need to try and if we disable their hyperdrive, then we can have ship support. We just
Okay.
need to leave prevent them from fleeing.
So who's allowed to fire the missiles?
The missiles are controlled by the gunner.
Okay. I tell them open fire. Or I tell Dirk to open fire when we get in range.
Okay,
And I do the same with the energy weaponry.
okay, the ship skill thing doesn't have an initiative roll, so since you're the pilot, you can roll initiative. Hold on, let me open up the
I don't like this.
thingy.
Kyrath, you're evil. The gamblers and
cop decided to go there, not with the whole party.
Hey, if we hadn't gone now, then they would have already left, and then we would have been super screwed.
You're the one who
That is
told
also
me to take
true.
us here.
Like if we hadn't gone right now, we would have had a chance to stop them.
That is also true. Completely valid points.
Oh, this is come on, Pakaz, you can do better than that. We had the upper hand. You just had to hail
I've-
and tell them we were coming, didn't you?
It's not my fault. I've been rolling really high the entire thing.
You're the worst.
Neither of those things actually made it to the tracker.
Reroll.
I'd be much better in this fight if I had my Stars Without Numbers character. Maybe we can take out all of Crewface Claws in one blow. That'd be nice.
Yeah, right.
That'd be very convenient. Although if we just completely blow up the ship, we'd never know who actually was on the ship.
You guys would just wonder why we aren't back yet for days.
No, not for days. We'd figure it out pretty quickly. Okay,
Probably
we
about
blew-
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, they blew themselves up.
How's
Yeah,
the
I
speech
guess-
going, Eagle?
You've got
I
plenty
didn't
of
think this was
time
gonna
now.
be that distracting, honestly. I didn't. I'm sorry.
Plenty of time for a speech.
Kaz was plenty happy just to sit there and work on that holocron.
Dell's too on mission.
So in other words, it's Dell's fault.
If we stop them successfully, then Dell will fully take the blame for coming here.
I love how the rest of us just basically went to a graduation ceremony. Meanwhile, Dumb and Dumber went to
Epic
go
space
crazy.
battle.
I want to correct you. You'll take the blame for this whether you win or lose.
Sorry, no, I'll take credit for it when we win.
And for all the experience you're gonna get.
Also that.
Oh
If we
yeah.
win.
You guys aren't involved with this. Free experience.
Because we're the two that need experience. Am I right? We need a Republic cruiser right about now.
We need a party right about now.
Or that. That would also be helpful.
I mean, it only in this system, it only really takes 2 people to do this ship thing.
But you have a party of
Actually-
individuals who have good computer use.
Yeah, should I be going somewhere and doing something?
So the ship is designed for a co-pilot, a pilot, and a gunner.
What's
Well,
the
you've
co-pilot
got
do?
3 people.
The co-pilot controls the tractor beam.
Oh, right. Oh, wait, it has a tractor beam? Oh, that's so useful. Oh, I'm excited now. Except it has
Wait.
powerful weapons, so if we try and reel something in, they can just keep shooting at us, so that might not be a good idea.
But we
Way
want to
bury
blow
the
them up.
lead again, Kyrath. We have a tractor beam, and we have a Colto tank. Come on.
Come on.
At
You
least
didn't want
Stars
us to
Without Number
succeed.
has stuff for everyone.
I have a question. So
Mhm.
the tractor beam, there's got to be a mechanic in there where if a ship has successfully locked on to the tractor beam, they get like a negative bonus to evasion and maneuvering to try to avoid fire, right?
That would
See,
make
the
sense.
problem is that I prepared this so long ago that I'm quickly now pulling up the Starship combat rules again.
That's because you didn't think we were
I
actually ever gonna make
forgot.
it here. It's
No,
like,
I
oh, they
didn't.
escaped with the plans while we were distracted and not above in orbit. Because if we had just stayed in orbit the whole time, then we would have definitely caught it. But then we went to like Nar Shaddaa and everything, so you were probably just trying to do this on the sly. Well, Eagle, I apologize for interrupting your ceremony. We'll make sure it's exciting, hopefully, if Kyrath finds the rules.
Well, I mean, in the world, there's no interruption.
Well, yes, but I mean, in gameplay, there's a large interruption.
Yeah.
Potentially
Okay,
like an
does anyone
hour's
else
worth of
want to direct me
interruption.
to the exact page where the spaceship rules fighting
It
are
looks
on?
like they start about 166. I think.
Man, I thought we were gonna take a break soon. And
Actually, yeah, let's take a break while I refresh myself on these combat rules.
good idea.
Okay, let's take a 10-minute break.
Okay, be right back.